Hey guys, this is my forum response for the 23 themes of teaching. The first 5 that I practice with efficiency in the classroom. Clear learning goals. It's one of the things that my former principal and current principal have emphasized over the past couple years, is that we write our objective for the day on the chalkboard in the front of the room, or write it somewhere in the room where if they were to walk in, they were to know what we were doing. And one of the things that I like to do is on my first slide of the day, I like to make sure that the objectives are on that slide so that my students can write it down and know what they're expected to learn that day. The second one is connection, linking intended learning with past learning. It's something that we have to do in science. Everything builds on prior knowledge, so that's one thing that we do every day. Personal relevance. I like to plan my lessons around what the kids do, what they're involved in, because it typically helps them to grasp the topic a lot easier. We're a big football community, so if I can tie something to football, I tie it into football. A lot of times I use farming, because farming, it's basically just farmland around where I work. So that's 2 things that I use on a weekly basis. The fourth one was mental models. In science, we've got a lot of opportunities to use models, hands-on stuff. So it's really easy for me to do that. Personal presence. I try to go to every football game, every basketball game, every softball game or baseball game. I try to show the kids that I actually care about them, and I want them to succeed in my classroom, but also in the things that they enjoy. So those are the 5 that I practice with efficiency. The 3 that I struggle with, diagnosis. My classes range anywhere from 3 students to 29 students this past year. So in the classes with 3 students, it was fairly easy for me to grasp where they were, so I knew where I had to start. The classes with more than 20, I really struggle with knowing where everyone is. It's hard for me to give a quiz, because it takes a lot of time so that I will know where everyone is. The second one I struggle with is chunking. I tend to get carried away with my lessons. I've actually been talking from the beginning of the bell, or the beginning of class after the first bell, to the last bell without stopping before. And it should be easier, but I struggle, and I think it's a planning and preparation thing on my part. So I'm trying to work on that with the science person at the co-op this summer. The third one is stagecraft. I've never really been into theatrics, so this makes me very uncomfortable. My goal is to one day, I don't know if y'all have seen the movie Here Comes the Boom, but to one day teach like Kevin James towards the end of it. So my wife always compares me to Kevin James. She thinks that I act just like him. So anyway, that's my goal one day. Thank y'all.